production will continue to grow and the price will continue to go down. And at the current time, the price that Sanofi is estimating is equal to the fair market price, as if not to, squeeze farmers out of the market and be, sustainable towards the entire of the marketplace. But it is, lower, considerably lower than the current artemisinin price, and it's stabilized at the fair market value.
There were cases where authentic packaging contained counterfeit drugs, and the kind of things you'd find in these counterfeit drugs included carcinogens, erythromycin, Viagra, ecstasy, and even small amounts of the active pharmaceutical ingredient, presumably to have that authentic taste. And what if I told you could add a verifiable microtag to the coating of a pill that is edible, because it's made out of pure silica, which has been an excipient in food and drug for decades. It's safe. It's been FDA affirmed as generally recognized as safe, or GRAS. It's covert, so it's virtually invisible to the naked eye. It's durable. It's got a high melting point because silica is an inert material. And most importantly, it's serializable. So it can serve as an edible barcode because you could associate one of over 1 billion different spectral codes to the microtag.
One interesting thing that we've noticed with the use of a smartphone is taking advantage of the color filters that are already built into a phone. So this image here is actually a single exposure that uses a single excitation wavelength to give you both red and green fluorescence.
So in the Dracaena, we study the asexual blood stages of Plasmodium falciparum, where all the symptoms of the disease occur. And we know that if we have a better understanding of the underlying genetic program that goes on in these 48 hours, we might be able to understand better why this parasite is so successful at establishing infection. The merozoites are released from the red blood cells, and they need to right away find a red blood cell.
We will need also to be very vocal advocates when we have volatile markets threatening our global funding, as the Global Fund was threatened this year. It wasn't too long ago that the U.S. was a malaria endemic country, and that many of our U.S. presidents actually suffered from malaria.
This is the year that the E word was used around malaria, that is eradication. We mostly have always talked about suppression or controlling malaria. We really haven't talked about eradication. And I think that this conference brings together a group of people in the Bay Area that are working on ways to eradicate malaria.